The night sky above Earth looked normal, but something was not right. High above the atmosphere, an object moved in silence, slowly falling toward orbit. No one knew where it came from. No one knew who sent it. But one thing was clear, it was not human. At first, radar stations around the world thought it was a piece of old space junk, maybe a broken satellite. But as it came closer, scientists noticed strange signals coming from it. The object changed speed without using any engines. It turned without any fuel. It felt alive, but it was not. When the object finally stopped near Earth, it sent out a pulse so strong that communication networks flickered. Satellites blinked. Power stations dropped for 1 second. People on the planet noticed nothing. But the scientists did. Dr. Arlen, a calm and clever engineer who worked at the International Research Station, was the first to realize something important. "It is not drifting," he said. "It is choosing its path." That simple sentence changed everything. Within hours, governments around the world ordered a quick investigation. A small team of experts was sent to reach the object. They were not soldiers. They were not explorers. They were researchers, humans with sharp minds and endless curiosity. The object looked smooth and dark, like metal but not metal. It had no lines, no doors, no screws. It seemed like one solid piece. But when the team touched its surface, the material moved slightly, as if responding to the human presence. Dr. Arlen placed his hand on the surface. "It feels warm," he whispered. Suddenly, the object opened. No sound. No dramatic light. Just a silent, slow shifting, like a flower unfolding in space. Everyone stepped back, shocked and scared. But there was no danger, at least not yet. Inside the object was a chamber. Floating in the center was a strange core the size of a human heart, glowing faint blue and pulsing like it had its own heartbeat. Around it were small metal plates covered in symbols no human had ever seen. The team brought the entire object into the station for study. For the first time in human history, they touched something that did not belong to any known alien record or cosmic rumor. This was something new, something hidden for a reason. While Dr. Arlen examined one of the plates, a scientist named Lena tried to scan the glowing core. Her scanner instantly shut down. The lights in the room flickered. Everyone froze. "What happened?" she asked. Dr. Arlen stared at the core. "It rejected your device," he said softly. "It does not want to be read." To test a theory, he moved closer and reached out to touch the outer shell of the core. Every machine in the room reacted again, shutting down for a second, before turning back on. "It reacts to humans," Lena whispered. "Not to machines." Hours turned into days as the team studied the object. They found hidden layers, encrypted blueprints, and energy levels they could not explain. The core was powerful, too powerful. It was a weapon, but not one humans could understand easily. It could destroy entire landscapes if activated incorrectly. The world leaders changed the mission from research to extreme caution. They wanted the object sealed away. They feared it. They feared what it could do. But Dr. Arlen saw something different, something strange and important. "This weapon is incomplete," he said. "The aliens who built it never finished it. Maybe they could not. Maybe it was too unstable." Humans were not afraid of dangerous things. Humans liked challenges. Humans liked puzzles. And this was the biggest puzzle ever found. The more they studied it, the more they realized something incredible: the weapon was old. Very old. It had been hidden on purpose, sealed inside the container so no species could find it. It was a secret the galaxy wanted to forget. But now Earth had it. What the humans did not know was that far across the galaxy, a deep alarm was sounding. A race known as the Vorex Dominion had detected the opening of their ancient container. They knew that core was never meant to be touched again. It was a failed weapon, a forbidden device from a forgotten war. The Vorex were terrified, not of the weapon itself, but of humans touching it. For thousands of years, the Vorex believed humans were too young, too simple, too primitive to handle alien technology. But they were wrong. Humans learned fast. Humans improved everything they touched. Humans turned broken things into powerful tools. So when the Vorex detected the container open, one message spread through their empire. The humans have found it. Alien commanders panicked. Their council demanded one thing. Reach Earth before they change it. Stop them before they make the weapon stronger. Warships prepared for departure. Engines charged. Fleets moved. Back on Earth, Dr. Arlen connected two pieces of the alien weapon that had never been connected before. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the weapon core glowed brighter, stronger, responding to human logic, not alien design. Lena gasped. "You should not do that," she said. Dr. Arlen did not step back. He stared at the glowing core with calm eyes. "We must understand it," he replied. "If the ones who built it feared it, then maybe we must not fear it. Maybe we must fix it." The core pulsed faster, brighter, almost alive now. No one knew that thousands of alien warships were already heading toward Earth. No one knew that the galaxy feared what humans might do next. And no one knew that the hidden weapon was about to change the future of humanity forever. Because the humans had touched it. And the humans were already improving it. The research station felt different after the core awakened. Every room carried a faint blue glow, almost like the weapon was breathing inside the walls. No one said it out loud, but everyone felt it. The alien device was no longer just an object. It was responding. It was learning. Dr. Arlen barely slept. His eyes stayed locked on the swirling patterns inside the core. He took notes faster than any machine could record. He asked for new tools every hour. He kept making the same quiet statement to himself. The aliens built the wrong design. Humans can fix it. Lena thought he was losing himself, but deep down she knew he was right. Human science was not perfect. But human curiosity was unmatched. One morning, the team discovered something shocking. A small panel near the core had opened on its own. Inside were thin metal plates, each covered in alien symbols. They seemed to float without gravity, spinning slowly in the air. When Lena touched one, it projected a hologram of strange shapes and numbers in front of her. The weapon was giving them instructions. Dr. Arlen leaned forward. "These are not warnings," he said. "These are corrections. They show how unstable the original design was." He pointed to one hologram that displayed a broken spiral. "This shows the power cycle," he explained. "The original creators could not control the energy. But our technology can." Lena did not understand how he could be so calm while touching something that could destroy continents. "What if activating this weapon is dangerous?" she asked. Dr. Arlen looked straight at her. "What if leaving it incomplete is more dangerous?" Across the station, machines worked non-stop. They scanned the alien plates. They translated symbols bit by bit. They mapped the weapon's inner chambers. The more the humans learned, the more confused they became. The aliens had built a great weapon, but also a great mistake. The weapon destabilized itself. It overheated. It produced too much energy. It could collapse into itself and explode. No species could control it. Not until now. As the humans researched, something else was happening, something none of them noticed yet. The core pulsed with stronger light each day. Its energy waves stretched farther. They reached outside the research station. They reached into space. And across the galaxy, the Vorex Dominion watched. Inside a dark warship, the Vorex commander slammed his claws onto the table. "They turned it on. They are touching the core. A scientist on the alien ship looked terrified. If the humans complete the weapon, they will surpass our power. They are reckless. They are unpredictable. They must be stopped. The commander nodded. Prepare the fleet. Earth will not change the fate of the galaxy. The alien fleet shot forward with impossible speed, leaving streaks of silver behind as they raced toward the solar system. Back on Earth, the research team studied a second chamber inside the object. When they finally opened it, cold air rushed out with a hiss. Inside was a long metal tube connected to the core by thin wires. The tube was cracked, almost like the original builders had tried to remove it but failed. Lena squinted at it. What is this piece? Dr. Arlen scanned it with a handheld tool. It was meant to stabilize the core's energy, but it broke. That is why they sealed the weapon away. Behind them, a young engineer named Marcus spoke up. What if we replace it with human metal? Everyone stopped. The idea felt too bold, too risky, too human. Dr. Arlen slowly smiled. Get the titanium alloy. Let us try. They connected human alloy plates to the weapon tube. They secured every line carefully. When they turned the power back on, the core pulsed again, this time brighter, smoother, almost like it was relieved. Lena whispered. It is working. Machines around them lit up. The room warmed. The holograms changed. The weapon was recognizing human improvements. Dr. Arlen whispered under his breath. We are not just studying it. We are completing it. But something unexpected happened. A sudden alarm rang through the research station. Marcus jumped. What did we do? Did it overload? Lena ran to the control panel and checked the readings. Her face turned pale. No. This is not from the weapon. This is an external signal. Dr. Arlen's eyes narrowed. From where? Lena swallowed hard. From deep space. A large number of alien ships just entered our solar system. For a moment, everyone stood silent. Then Marcus spoke in a small voice. They are coming for the weapon. Dr. Arlen walked back toward the core. He placed his hand on the glowing surface. It did not pulse violently this time. It pulsed calmly, almost like it trusted him. They hid this weapon because they feared it, he said. But we are not afraid. Lena looked at him with a mix of concern and pride. What do we do now? Dr. Arlen took a deep breath. We finish what they failed to finish. The core brightened, responding to his voice, as if it understood the mission humans had taken upon themselves. The room filled with soft blue light. For the first time, the alien weapon looked almost complete. But they needed more time. And time was exactly what they did not have. Across the sky, thousands of alien ships were breaking into the solar system, moving like a storm toward Earth. Humanity finally understood the truth. The hidden weapon was not just a tool. It was a warning. It was a test. And humans had already passed the first part of it. Now they had to pass the second one. Before the aliens reached them. The alien fleet crossed the edge of the solar system like a moving night sky. Thousands of ships glowed in cold silver light, forming a wall of power that blocked the stars behind them. Their engines burned with quiet blue fire. Their weapons hummed like a distant storm. The Vorex Dominion had arrived. Their message reached Earth before their ships did. A deep, sharp voice echoed through every human communication channel. Humans. Return the weapon you have stolen, or face destruction. In the research station, every scientist froze. They knew this moment would come, but knowing and experiencing were different things. Fear filled the room like cold smoke. But Dr. Arlen did not stop working. He did not even look up. He stood beside the glowing core, connecting two new stabilizer plates made from human alloys. Each piece clicked into place with quiet confidence, as if the alien weapon accepted human touch better than its own creators. Lena watched him carefully. Arlen, the alien fleet is massive. They could wipe out Earth. Dr. Arlen only answered with one sentence. Then we must make this weapon stronger before they arrive. The entire team moved as if powered by one heartbeat. Everyone took a position. Everyone grabbed tools. The fear that had frozen them transformed into something else, determination. Humans were strange like that. When danger grew too big, they grew bigger. Marcus rushed to the control screen. I am detecting a new energy path in the core. It is adapting to our metals. Lena tapped her fingers over the alien symbols projected in the air. These holograms are showing new instructions. It is like the weapon is teaching us how to upgrade it. The station shook suddenly. A low vibration rolled through the walls. Marcus gasped. Did they fire on us? Lena shook her head. No. That was a warp shock. Another alien fleet just arrived. Dr. Arlen stared at the core. We do not have hours. We have minutes. The humans worked faster. They powered up high-energy cables. They linked human-made processors to alien circuits. They pushed the weapon beyond its original limits. The core pulsed brighter and brighter, filling the room with white-blue light. It flooded the hallways. It washed over their faces. It made the air feel alive. For the first time, the weapon did not feel alien anymore. It felt like a mix of human and alien engineering, something new. Something that belonged nowhere else in the galaxy. Dr. Arlen called it quietly under his breath. Project Night Forge. The name stuck instantly. Lena nodded. It fits, she whispered. We are forging something new, something the galaxy has never seen. Outside, the Vorex commander watched human progress through stolen sensor feeds. His voice trembled with anger and fear. They are changing it, he said. They are completing what we could not. If they finish the Night Forge, the entire Dominion will fall. Another scientist beside him whispered. Humans, they create too fast. They adapt too fast. They are dangerous. The commander's eyes burned. Prepare the primary cannons. If they finish that weapon, Earth must be destroyed. Inside the research station, alarms blared again. Marcus shouted. The Vorex are charging their weapons. Lena turned to Dr. Arlen. We must activate Night Forge now. Arlen shook his head. No. If we power it too early, the core will overload. It will explode and take half the world with it. So what do we do? She asked desperately. Dr. Arlen looked around the room. We finished the last connection. The final step was the most dangerous, connecting human stabilizer rods into the heart of the alien core. The rods glowed red from heat, shaking from energy. Lena grabbed Arlen's arm. Marcus gasped. Did they fire on us? Lena shook her head. No. That was a warp shock. Another alien fleet just arrived. Dr. Arlen stared at the core. That is too risky. It could kill you. He gently pulled his arm free. If the galaxy wants to fear humans, then let it be for the right reason. He stepped toward the core. The entire station seemed to hold its breath. He lifted the first stabilizer rod and pushed it into the glowing slot. The light from the core flashed white. Every screen in the station turned off. Then turned on again. Marcus shouted. It accepted the stabilizer. Arlen inserted the second rod. The core exploded with bright blue light, but not outward. The energy folded inward, becoming smooth, calm, controlled. Marcus stared at the readings. The energy level just increased by 300%. This is impossible. Lena smiled. No. This is human. Arlen reached for the final stabilizer rod. The station shook violently. A booming sound filled the sky. Marcus screamed. The Vorex fired their first shot. A massive beam of alien energy shot toward Earth. The team watched the incoming strike hit the outer defense satellites. Half of them shattered instantly. Earth's defense grid was failing. Arlen knew what he had to do. He lifted the last stabilizer. His hand trembled, not from fear, but from the weight of the entire planet's fate. He pushed it into the core. And the universe changed. The core stopped pulsing wildly. Instead, it glowed with a powerful steady light, clear, bright, controlled. Energy flowed through new pathways humans had created. The alien flaws were gone. The weapon felt alive, stable, almost intelligent. Marcus stared at the readings. Arlen. Nightforge is complete. Lena took a deep breath. How powerful is it? Marcus swallowed. If the aliens feared it before, now they should run. Outside, the Vorex commander froze as new signals reached his ship. His voice cracked. They finished it. Humans completed the forbidden weapon. A quiet fear filled the bridge. The galaxy is in danger, he whispered. From them. Inside the station, Arlen touched the glowing core. Nightforge, he whispered, protect humanity. The weapon hummed. It responded. The story of humanity was no longer small. Now the galaxy would face something new. Human innovation armed with alien power. The night above Earth had never looked so bright. The sky shimmered with flashes of blue and white as alien warships pushed closer, spreading across space like a steel ocean. Every ship hummed with deadly power. Every weapon pointed toward the planet. Humanity had minutes left. Inside the research station, the Nightforge weapon stood fully awakened. The energy inside the core was no longer wild or broken. It flowed in perfect harmony, bright like a captured star. Every piece of human alloy glowed with light the color of Earth's dawn. Dr. Arlen stood in front of the core, breathing slowly, feeling its calm, steady pulse. It is stable, he said softly. It is ready. Lena checked the outer screens. The alien fleet is preparing their second shot. The first one destroyed half of our satellites. The next one will hit Earth. Marcus swallowed hard. Can Nightforge stop it? Dr. Arlen placed his hand on the glowing surface. It must. The moment his palm touched the core, the weapon responded. Energy rushed through the research station's walls, lighting every hallway with soft blue fire. Machines hummed. Cables vibrated. The entire structure felt alive, like a giant heart beating under human guidance. Marcus stared at a reading. Arlen, the weapon is syncing with your touch. Lena's voice trembled. It recognizes him. Outside, the alien commander watched humans prepare to activate the weapon. His claws pressed into the table so hard the metal bent. Stop them, he ordered. Fire everything. Thousands of alien cannons glowed red. Earth watched helplessly. The sky lit up. Alien beams tore through the void, moving faster than any missile. Space cracked with light. Inside the station, Dr. Arlen whispered. Nightforge, shield humanity. The weapon responded instantly. A burst of blue-white energy exploded outward from the research station, silent, smooth, and unbelievably fast. It spread into a dome around Earth, forming a shield of pure power. The alien beams hit the shield. And vanished. Not deflected. Not absorbed. Deleted. As if the beams had never existed. Marcus staggered back. This is impossible. It erased their attack. Lena covered her mouth. Arlen. Nightforge is rewriting the energy. The Vorex commander shouted across his bridge. No weapon can do that. Not even our strongest cannons. But Nightforge was not like any weapon they knew. It was human logic and alien power fused into something new, something stronger than the galaxy had ever seen. The commander made a final desperate decision. All ships, full assault. Destroy Earth before they fire. The fleet moved in perfect formation, charging their final weapons. Thousands of beams heated, aimed, ready. Dr. Arlen closed his eyes for 1 second. He thought about his planet. His people. The simple curiosity that had brought them this far. And the strange truth that fear had never stopped humanity from trying. He opened his eyes. Nightforge, he whispered, return fire. The core's light surged. The research station vibrated. A line of energy shot outward from Nightforge like a thin blue thread, silent, fast, invisible to the untrained eye. It passed through space in a straight line. It touched the first alien ship. And the ship shut down instantly, every cannon, every engine, every system. The vessel drifted like a silent ghost. Then the second ship. Then the third. Then the 10th. Then the 100th. Each time the energy touched the ship powered off completely, becoming harmless metal floating in space. It did not explode them. It did not kill the pilots. It simply disabled everything. Nightforge was not a weapon of destruction. It was a weapon of control. The alien commander watched in horror as his proud fleet crumbled without a single human casualty. He grabbed the rail beside him. What have they built? Behind him, an alien scientist whispered in fear. They upgraded the forbidden weapon. They perfected it. The commander stared at the screen, stunned. No species improves a weapon they do not understand. He paused. Except humans. Back on Earth, Marcus shouted. Half their fleet is down. Lena stared at the readings. Not half. Almost all. Nightforge shut down their entire system chain. Dr. Arlen stepped back from the core. It is over. But Nightforge pulsed again. Lena frowned. Arlen, it wants to send a message. To them? Marcus asked. Arlen nodded. The weapon glowed, and a clear human voice echoed across space, calm, powerful, unshaken. Earth is not your enemy. But if you hide weapons from us, we will improve them. The message spread across the Vorex fleet. The alien commander bowed his head. Retreat, he whispered. We cannot challenge them now. The alien ships slowly turned away from Earth, drifting back into the darkness, leaving the planet safe. Inside the research station, the team stared at the glowing core, breathless. Marcus laughed nervously. We did it, we did it. Lena wiped tears from her eyes. Humanity stood against a galaxy, and won. Dr. Arlen simply watched Nightforge settle into a soft, steady glow. No anger. No violence. Just calm power. Humanity did not steal this weapon, he said softly. We fixed it. He placed his hand on the core. And now the galaxy must decide what to do with a species that always improves the impossible. Nightforge pulsed once, as if agreeing.